what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I am back today with my Best of Beauty 2016 video, and this is also my first video of 2017, which is so crazy to say out loud. We made it to 2017 and this is going to be an amazing year. 7 is a lucky number, and I'm really excited for what the future holds and for this upcoming year. So yeah, I have a lot of things planned that I have coming that I cannot wait to share with you guys, but everything in due time. But today I'm just going to talk about my favorite products of 2016, and these are products that you need to have in your collection like yesterday. You need to have these products. These are products that I stand by 100%. I was very picky and I took my time picking the products that I was going to talk about in this particular video because I wanted to talk about stuff that I am 100% completely in a relationship with. I wanted to talk about stuff that I love, stuff that I feel like you guys will love as well. So there's a lot to talk about, but I promise you these are good products. So there's a lot of them. So let's wrap this intro up and let's get started because we gotta talk about a lot of stuff. The product that I want to talk about is my beloved NYX Angel Veil Primer, and this is actually the only primer I am going to be talking about today because it is the only primer I used in 2016. That is a lie. I used other primers, but I used this one the most. I love the way this primer makes my skin feel and look, especially when I go in with foundation. I also wear this primer without anything on my skin on the days that I am wearing nothing and I just want to kind of make my pores seem a little bit smaller and kind of make everything look a little bit more healthy. And like, you know, if you're having a good skincare day, I would go in with just this. This is a very affordable primer as well, and it feels very high-end, very luxury. Like you can never tell that this is a NYX product, like a drugstore product, because of the way that it makes my skin feel, and I just love it. It's very similar to the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer, but I think I said this in a recent video too, that I prefer this one better. I love this primer. I have a couple foundations that I want to talk about. I have two high-end, two drugstore that I cannot live without. I'm going to start off with the high-end ones and then move on to the drugstore ones. So the first foundation, you are going to get tired of people talking about this in the Best of Beauty videos or in favorites videos because this foundation, it is bomb. This foundation is the Hourglass Vanish foundation, and I am in the shade Warm Ivory. Oh my god, I cannot say any more good things that have not been already said about this foundation. It doesn't matter how much you apply, this does not cake up. It does not look cakey. It does not look like you're wearing a ton of makeup. It blends out like a dream. It's creamy. It's not matte, but it's not dewy. It's perfection. It's a medium to full coverage. It's definitely a little bit more medium, at least on me, because I do have some scarring, but you can build it up to a full coverage without it looking really heavy or cakey, and I love it. This lasts a very long time. Yesterday I wore this foundation. I want to say I did my makeup at around 12 in the afternoon, and I didn't wash my face till almost 30 o'clock at night, and my skin looked amazing. It looked like I had just done my makeup. Every single time I wear this, I get more and more impressed. The packaging I'm not too big of a fan of. Mine, see, it kind of falls apart, but I don't mind that because of the product. The product is so good. I love it. Then I want to talk about another stick foundation, and this is the Makeup Forever HD Stick Foundation. I am in the shade 123. This foundation, I believe it did not come out in 2016. I think it was 2015. I'm not really sure, but I got really into it in 2016. I wear this all the time. This is mostly like a mixer for me, like a mixer foundation. Like if something's a little bit too light for me, then I would go in with this because this is like my perfect shade down to the T. And this is actually what I have on my skin today. So this is actually like my mixer of the foundations. Like I mix this in with my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk, with the Born This Way. Like this is kind of like like that mixer to kind of give my foundation that like good undertone. So I love it, and it has a ton of product that's going to last you a very long time. So I really like it. It's definitely more on the dewy side, at least on my skin. It's definitely not mattifying. It's more dewy, like very dewy, more oily, more creamy. So I really, really like it. Then drugstore. I'm really excited for the drugstore because drugstore actually really pumped up their game in pump it up. Pump it up. But the drugstore had a really good year. They came out with a bunch of new different things. So I was actually very proud and very excited for the drugstore. Anyways, the foundation that I have been loving is the Maybelline Matte and Poreless Fit Me Foundation. I am in the shade 128. I love this foundation. On the days that my skin is not having it and that my pores look extra large, this is a foundation that I go for because it is very mattifying and I feel like it kind of fills in the pores. I absolutely love this foundation. The color is on point. It matches perfectly. Yeah, I love this foundation. Next foundation, I am 100% sure you guys know which one it is that I'm going to be talking about. It is the e.l.f. Serum Foundation. The e.l.f. Foundation Serum, this one has an SPF of 25. I have raved about this product for such a long time here on my channel, and I love it. So of course I had to include it in my best of beauty favorites. A couple of you guys said that you went out and purchased it and you have been loving it. So that makes me very happy to hear that you guys liked it because I love it. This is actually my second bottle because I use it a lot. This is a foundation that I go to during the day. This is what I use on the days that I'm going to the beach or to the pool and I want a little coverage, nothing too crazy. And I also wear this when I work, when I want to wear a little bit of makeup to work. This is what I go for. I pretty much wear this on the days that I'm going for a light coverage but that still looks like skin and still looks very natural. This is my go-to foundation. I love it. It's very nice and light. It's definitely watery, but it is a serum, so be on the lookout for that. If you don't like runny or watery foundations, then you're not gonna like this because it is very runny and watery and liquidy, but it is a serum foundation, so that's why. But I love it. If you haven't tried it, pick it up. I think it was only $6. It's from e.l.f., so it's really affordable. It was either $6 or $10. I'm not sure. It could be $6 because e.l.f. is pretty affordable, but I don't know why I'm thinking it was 10. I'm not sure, but it is very affordable, and I found mine at CVS, and I also just saw them at Target. Okay, moving on to concealer. Another product that you're going to get tired of hearing people talk about is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This concealer has changed the concealer game this year. I love it. I cannot go a day without it. I wish they had more colors. I feel like they did just come out with some new colors. I have to go buy and check out the color selection. It's just one of those things that it's always sold out and it's really hard to get your hands on. But if you can get your hands on this, you go and you buy like 3. This concealer is full coverage, it's lightweight, and it does not crease. Like this puppy, once it sets down. Once this sets down, it totally locks into place and it does not crease, and it is amazing. Definitely recommend this concealer if you have very creasy under eyes, or if your under eyes are dry, or if you have really dark circles that you need to cover. This is your go-to, and the applicator of it is just, look at this. Look at the applicator. It is so big. It's very fluffy. It's perfect. It applies it perfectly. I love this concealer. Like I could talk, the whole video could just be about that particular concealer. And nobody would like to watch a video about that. The next concealer that I want to talk about is definitely an old concealer. This is not new, but in the year of 2016, I could not stop using the concealer. And it is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in shade number 20. Again, you guys have heard me rave about this concealer plenty of times here on my channel, but there was something about this concealer in this past year that I could not stop using it. This was like my mixer. Like I mix these two together all the time to get my perfect shade. I wear it on its own on the days that I just want a little bit of coverage but nothing too crazy. I love this concealer. It is so light. It's definitely not like this one. Like this one does not crease. This is like bulletproof. This one definitely does crease a little bit, at least on myself, but it's so lightweight and it's so perfect. It looks so beautiful, so light and airbrushed under the eyes that I love it. And it's also one of those products that it's kind of like my mixer. Like I mix this concealer in with a lot of different ones to either get my perfect shade or my perfect coverage. So I love it. So next up, we have the Kevyn Sensual Skin Enhancer in SX05. Now, I discovered this particular product back in like 2015, and this past year, I have been using it a ton. I don't show it on camera as much as I do use it in my real everyday world, but I love this. First of all, it brings in a lot of product. I'm not even halfway through mine, as you guys can see. It is a little bit on the pricier side, but it is amazing. This is full coverage. It's definitely very creamy. If you have very creasy under eyes, you're not gonna like this because this will become a cakey mess. If you use too much of it, or if you don't know how to work with it, you will hate this. But once you get the hang of it, you will love it. I personally use this as a foundation sometimes, just to kind of give me a very natural, dewy, glowy foundation. This is a product that I would go for. I can also use it as concealer if I really want to like conceal a pimple or anything. This is what I will use because this is thick and it's very full coverage and it has amazing pigmentation. They have amazing colors to choose from. SX05 is like, it comes down to like a MAC NC20 to NC25. So you can definitely also use this to highlight. I love it, love it, love it, love it. So next up, I want to talk about powders. And the first powder that I want to mention is the Airspun Loose Face Powder. I use translucent extra coverage. I discovered this powder about in the middle of the year thanks to Myra from Myra Touch of Glam. She uses this powder all the time. And I was like, you know what? I need to try it because it's very affordable. You can find this in Walmart, in Walgreens. And I think if you're in Florida, you can also find it in Navarro. I picked mine up in Navarro. I was just looking around and I found it. So I was like, you know what? Let's give it a try. I really love this powder. It's very affordable. I love to use it to cut down that contour, clean everything up. I have also used this powder to set my under eyes and set the whole entire face. I actually just did a get ready with me on Snapchat. So I probably upload it so that you guys can see that. But anyways, I used this powder in that get ready with me because I love this powder. I've had only one tub and it's halfway gone and it brings a lot of powder, so that can just tell you guys how much I love it. Another powder that I cannot live without is the MAC. This is a mineralized skin finish in the shade Light. This, as you guys can see, it has a hole right here because I use this every single day. I have gone through about 10 of these. I'm not even exaggerating. This powder is everything and more. I have the shade Light because I only use this powder under the eyes and here on the chin and up here, kind of like in the areas where I typically highlight. I will go in with a translucent setting powder with my beauty blender, but then once I dust off my powder, in that brush, before I dust everything off, I go in with this powder and I apply this under the eyes so that it gives me more of a browning effect because I do have some dark circles right here. So this powder is everything for that. It's very thin in texture. It does have like a luminosity to it and a softness to it that I absolutely love. If your under eyes are very dry and cracky, you will love this powder because of how thin in consistency it is. Okay, so moving on to blushes. I have 3 blushes that I want to talk about. The first 2 are kind of similar in color now that I put them side by side. This is Spellbound by Makeup Geek and Heartthrob, also by Makeup Geek. This one I discovered a little bit later in the year. Like I just discovered this about 2 months ago, I want to say. And then Spellbound has been with me for a very long time and it's my go-to blush. Look, I use this blush almost every single day, and ever since I discovered Heartthrob, I don't stop using it. It's what I have on my cheeks today. It has become the love of my life, and these two together are the dream team. I love it. They're very similar in color, as you guys can see. This one is definitely a little bit more darker, this one's a little bit lighter, this one has some shimmer, this one's completely matte, but they're perfection. I love it. I love these. This one's a little bit more peachy, this one's definitely a little bit more pinky. They're very similar, they're also very different, and they look absolutely beautiful on the skin. These have been my go-to. I have them in like a little palette right here that I take with me everywhere. Wherever I travel, I take them with me. Like, I love those blushes. So next up, we have Amaretto. This is a blush that came in the Jaclyn Hill Face Palette in collaboration with Becca Cosmetics, and I am so sad that they don't sell this blush individually because it is such a stunning, beautiful color. It's the middle shade right here. This is probably my go-to everyday blush. These that I showed you guys previously, that's more of like my going out blushes, but this one is definitely more of my everyday. I use very little of it because I'm really sad. It's gonna run out soon and I'm not gonna have a backup. Moving on to highlights, I want to talk about a couple highlights. This year the highlight game was on and popping. Like, there are so many good new highlights. I really tried to narrow them down to my must-have absolute favorite highlights. The first set of highlights that I want to talk about are these puppies right here, and this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit in Moonchild, and this palette is so unique and it's so different that I love it so much, and I have used it a ton. I don't know if you can tell, but this shade right here, I have used this a couple times. I even use this as eyeshadow because I love it. It's very unique, it's very different. This pink shade right here is also one of my most used colors from this particular palette. It just has a beautiful, let me swatch it for you guys. It has a beautiful pinky tone, but it also looks purple, and then it also looks a little blue. It's just so pretty. This color right here, oh my god, this is another beautiful color. Like, Norvina killed it with this particular palette. Like, it is such a gorgeous palette, and I have used it a ton. So moving on to some more highlights, I want to talk about the Ofra highlights. These highlights have been my must favorite product of 2016. Like, if you are going to pick anything up from anything that I have shown you in this particular video, pick up the Ofra highlights. You will not regret these highlights. So I have it in 3 different colors. I have Rodeo Drive, my favorite, Beverly Hills, and then we have Blissful, which is what I have on my cheekbones and all over my face today. I literally took a shower on this, with this, not on this, with this. I think Beverly Hills is definitely my favorite because Beverly Hills is kind of like a color wheel. You can definitely come up with very different types of highlights with this particular highlight, but yeah, I guess to start off, you can definitely start off with Beverly Hills and you will be obsessed with Beverly Hills and you will pick up the other two, but trust me, you will love any shade you pick. On to eyeshadow palettes. When I think about eyeshadow palettes in 2016, there's nothing that really stands out to me except the two that I'm going to show you guys. I'm not really sure if the first one is a 2016 or a 2015 palette, but regardless, it was one of my mostly used palettes in 2016. I take this with me everywhere. Whenever I go do freelance work, whenever I travel, I have a ton of tutorials using the palette because I really, really like it. And it is the Morphe, if I could open it, the Morphe 35O palette. Now, I know this palette is talked about a lot and it's very hyped up and it's very raved about, but it is so for a reason because it is great, it's very affordable, you have a ton of colors to choose from and do many different looks with. The only thing that I wish this palette would have had is a black shade. This palette with a black shade would be everything and more because you would really only need this one palette to do anything you want to do. This is definitely a little bit more on the warmer tone. This is not cool tone at all, as we can tell. The pigmentation is great, it blends out really nicely, and for the price of it, you can really go no wrong with this particular palette. So I love it. Another palette that I need to talk about, because I use this palette, I want to say every single day. I take this with me everywhere. I love, love, love this palette. It is the Studio Makeup On The Go eyeshadow palette, and what the palette looks like on the inside. This is like your perfect basic neutral palette. It comes with the black, it comes with the dark brown, it has some transition shades, it has a highlight shade, it has a setting shade, it has 4 shimmer shades. I love this palette. I have a couple of tutorials using it as well. I cannot live without this palette. Like, I always go and use either this shade or this shade right here in the crease just to kind of smoke things up. I love this palette. I'm not sure if this palette is only a limited edition for BoxyCharm, because I did receive my palette in my BoxyCharm. I really hope it's not, because I want you guys to go out and try this palette. It is amazing. I want to talk about a specific liquid liner. This is the Blinc Ultra Thin Liquid Eyeliner Pen. I love this liquid liner. I have talked about it a bunch of times here on my channel. Look at the applicator. It's like paper thin, and it makes it really easy to create your wing liner, and it's very dark. If you're not a pro at doing eyeliner, this particular eyeliner pen will make it really easy for you to get used to creating wing liners because of the applicator and because of how easy it is to use. It's very dark. It's what I have on my eyelids right now. This is what I use to create my wing liner. This is what I use in every single tutorial that you guys have seen with me and doing a wing. I love it because of that applicator and because of how dark it is and pigmented. I love this eyeliner pen. Next, I want to talk about a brow pencil that has rocked my socks this year. And this is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. I have 2 different shades. I use Brunette and I use soft brown. No, Espresso. Brunette and Espresso. It's really similar to the Anastasia Beverly Hills one, but I like this one a little bit better. It's a little bit more waxy. It's a little bit more pigmented. It stays on my eyebrows all day long, and it's very pigmented. The one thing I have to say is that the color selection is not that great, but I hope they come out with some more undertones, because sometimes Brunette can be a little bit too red for me, and then Espresso can be a little bit too like grayish. So I wish they had a little bit more of some color selections, but other than that, I have no regrets. But other than that, I have no bad things to say about it. I absolutely love it. You guys know that this is what I use in every single one of my videos. You guys have seen this puppy all throughout the year of 2016 and probably in 2017. I have 2 eyeliners that I also want to talk about. One is drugstore, the other one is high-end. This is the Rimmel London Waterproof Nude Pencil in Nude, and I love this. I use this in my waterline, and this just makes my eyes pop and appear a lot larger. This also gives me a more natural look. I love to use this pencil. You guys have seen it again 100 times here on my channel. And also on the days that I'm feeling a little bit more fancy and I want to try something a little bit more high-end, I use the Benefit Highbrow. I totally lost the cap. I have no idea what the cap is, but this is technically a brow highlight pencil, but I like to use it in my waterline. I love the color. It's a little bit more pink, whereas this is a little bit more nude. So I really like this because it really opens up my eyes, and it gives me a little something extra because it's not white, it's not cream, but it's not pink. It's like kind of like an in-between, and I really, really love it. Moving on to lips, I have a couple lipsticks to show you guys. Some are the color, others are the brand, some is the consistency and the formula. So let's get started. The first one is this by DLS. This is called Matte Lipstick. I'm not sure where I got this. This could have come in a BoxyCharm. I'm not really sure, but I am going to look into it more because I love the formula and the color of this particular liquid lipstick. I swatched it here in my hand for you guys. This has been my go-to red liquid lipstick of the year. Like, whenever you see me wear a red liquid lipstick, this is probably on my lips because I love the formula. It's not drying at all, and it dries down to a matte finish, but it doesn't, if you almost feel like you're not wearing anything on the lips, which is why I love it so much. See, like, I just swatched it and it's already dried. Like, it dries down so quickly, and it doesn't feel like super like cringy. Like, you know, some liquid lipsticks, like they feel really nice at first, but then they start to kind of bubble up and it's not a good feeling. This is not like that at all. I love this this red liquid lipstick. So I love the formula and I love the color. I'm gonna look into this brand a little bit more because I want to see what other colors they have. This is the only one that I own and I absolutely love. Next, I want to talk about a specific color that I have been so in love with, and I have worn this, I want to say, at least 30 times in this past year because I love this color. This is 0.0. I love it so much the actual letters have rubbed off because of how much I use it. This is 0.0 and this is in collaboration with KathleenLights. This is by ColourPop. I love this color so much. It's more of a cooler tone brown. It's so beautiful. If you have tried the Anastasia Beverly Hills Sepia liquid lipstick, it's very similar, but this is a little bit lighter, which makes it a little bit more wearable. The formula on this feels amazing because it dries down to a matte, but again, it doesn't feel extra like drying or sticky. I love this formula and I love the color. Kathleen did an amazing job with that particular collaboration. Then I have two Ofra liquid lipsticks. The first one is in the shade Tuscany, and OMG, this color just gives me all the feels. This is it swatched right here in the back of my hand. I have worn this so many times. And also I want to talk about the formula on the Ofra liquid lipstick. It's one of the best formulas I have ever tried for liquid lipsticks, if not the best formula I have ever tried. They feel very soft and hydrating, but they go on really matte and they do not transfer. I'm only talking about this particular shade, but in reality I love them all. I think they're great. And also from Ofra, this is the metallic liquid lipstick in Atlantis. Oh my god, look at this color. This color just gives it to me in so many different ways. I love this color. If I were to create a metallic liquid lipstick, this is probably what it will look like because it's a nude, but then it has some gold in it, and together it makes the perfect color. I love it. I love it so much. I wear this all the time. I love this. I have one gloss that I need to talk about because I get so many questions every single time I wear this particular gloss that I was like, you know what? This needs to be in my best of beauty. And it is the MAC lip gloss in Oyster Girl. I discovered this particular lip gloss thanks to Amrezy. She wears it like every single day and I know why. This lip gloss is so beautiful. It's sticky, which I love in a lip gloss, and it's pigmented. I love it. I'm actually gonna apply some. This is not what I have on my lips right now, but it just, look at that. It just changes everything up. This lip gloss takes nude lips to a completely different level. It just makes it look so gorgeous. If you haven't tried it, you need to go out and get it. Alrighty guys, so that is pretty much it. That completes my best of beauty for the year of 2016. These are all the products that I was in love with and obsessed with. I'm still in love and obsessed with most of them, if not all of them. And yeah, I cannot wait to see what the makeup world comes up with in 2017. And that is pretty much it. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back very soon with another video. Until next time, I will see you guys later.